Hey, I'm Angie. That's Rhonda behind the camera. And this is Karl from Escape. We wanted this opportunity to be able to chat with Karl and introduce him to all of you out there. So, Karl, thank you.
Great. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming
this is pretty
to meet
cool
with
to
us.
come up. We actually came up for some warranty work today, had a couple of things, some additions added to our trailer, and took this opportunity to get to chat with Karl. So, Karl, I just wanted to say thank you for having us up here today and this opportunity to chat with you. And tell us a little bit about the change in Escape, who owns Escape, and what your role is here.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming and thank you for doing this. So, my name is Karl Kenny. I'm the new president at Escape Trailer. Escape Trailer was purchased by a private equity company last year from Tammy and Reese, and the transition started around August 2018. So when they transitioned, I joined in January 2019. We've gone through the transition from January through to May, June of this year to help the guys sort of move on and transition the company.
Great. So what is a private equity company? For those that don't know what that means exactly.
Yeah, a private equity company is basically essentially a bunch of guys with money to invest, and they kind of target and look at companies with growth opportunities. And so their strategy would be to invest in a company, take it and grow it and grow it and grow it and grow it, and then either keep it or move it on at some point. So that's generally a private equity strategy.
And this private equity company owns not just Escape, but a few other companies as well.
Yeah, so this private equity company is called Cavey Private Equity, and that's on our website, so it's all visible. A really good company to work with out of Edmonton, so salt of the earth type people. And they also own, within the same fund, we have Northern Light campers in Kelowna, very nice, high quality back of truck sort of camper. We have Campion Marine, so also in Kelowna, so they were a very reputable boat manufacturer, number of years. And then there's also a company called Off-Grid Trailer. Off-Grid Trailer is also in Edmonton, and they have a really nice off-road type unit.
Okay.
We just showed out at SEMA this year.
So you're the president. What kind of changes do you see coming Escape's way?
Wow.
Yeah, that's a whole discussion in itself.
all good. So I'm the new president here. But background-wise, I'm a mechanical engineer, typically. So, or mostly, sort of. But I'm a good mechanical engineer who's had a lot of experience in sales and marketing and customer-driven solutions and all that type of stuff. A lot of the changes really are just to support the growth of the company from Tammy and Reese's sort of vision, and really what Tammy and Reese have built, and it's all about taking it forwards and just making it more, giving more options, making it better quality, reducing our lead times, and improving our customer service, continuing to improve our customer service. I think it's something that we're already exceptionally good at doing, and for me it's a case of we need to keep doing it more, because it's one of the things that really sets us apart from all other manufacturers or dealerships is a level of customer service we provide. It's the customer experience. It's absolutely key.
Right. I think that's one of the reasons that we went with Escape, is because that customer experience, not having the dealer be a middleman.
Yeah.
And because we've bought previous travel trailers in the past where you have to deal with the dealer and all of that. So for us, it was very nice to go direct and have all the customization and options that Escape has. And you guys are kind of expanding on some of the kind of basic options
we
that aren't going to be extra costs.
Essentially continuing what Reese and Tammy had been doing by just every year adding more and more options and capability to the units. So in 2020 we're coming out with there's a lot of different things we've been working on in 2019 that we've already started doing on select trailers or are proving it out for the most part. So we've gone to things like a new double step that we have on the trailers, which is really useful for people with a high lift kit on there. We're looking at lots of different mobility options or accessibility options for people. Things like we're going to the electronic lock on the doors as opposed to the other lock. We're looking at larger AC units. So, we have the new model coming out, the new 21 layout, which is the layout of a 19 in the 21, which itself has some nuances that neither the 19 or the 21 have. So it really does become its own thing, right? And obviously very customizable, being an Escape. So,
which is what key for us, is being able to have our own flooring and Formica and all that, and fabric to really make it our own.
And with that, so I've seen that over the year, because I've been keeping very close eye on all the configurations that customers have been putting through, and I saw an opportunity on the flooring, the Formica, and the fabric, where I said, customers need maybe some more help to zoom in on what it is they want in terms of this combination of flooring.
And so you have 6 different options.
So we have
now,
6 different options. You got six, all the same price, all in the standard price. 6 flooring, 6 fabric, 6 Formica. But that's just the options that we're providing. The customer still gets to choose whatever they want, as long as it meets the thickness.
Well, we get asked frequently, what's the one that we used in our videos? What do we have in our
and we see some wonderful.
People are pretty cool with how they pick their interiors.
Which is great for me, because I'm colorblind. So I gotta go. It's all kind of looks the same to me, but it's all all wonderful. So the other thing, actually, the very good point you made on the dealership and the customization for you guys, for the customers, but that works the other way around as well with us, is being really close to the customer base means when you have a problem, we know about it really quickly. Right. And then so
there's not a middleman that is going to skirt around some of those issues.
Doesn't even care. So we care, and I hollow for purpose of us go further. So when we see these issues coming up, get onto it. How do we put something in place to fix it? And one of them was, people were complaining about the step side of things. It'd be great if I had more mobility. Okay, well, let's get a double step. And then the key lock came in. It's like, okay, well, let's get Springfield pedestals. There's another one. So in 2020, we will be offering the Springfield pedestal.
That'll be nice. Yeah, we'll take out that
install from
responsibility from us to order it and bring it to you.
Zamport was another one. That used to be a Zamport where the customer had to supply it themselves. Now we have it. We put it in. So it just takes a lot of that burden away.
Nice. Yeah, it's good to hear that you can still get a lot of those options, but not have to get those yourself and then bring them up here.
Yeah, and the feedback's really important to us. So we learn so much from the customer.
Yeah, I've noticed that on the forum or on the Facebook page, you tend to get on and answer people's questions pretty regularly and have that interaction. So
I'm not the world's best social media,
that's okay. You still listen,
or whatever you might call it. But I'll get into those forums every now and then and just comment on pertinent facts.
And do you have a lot of people email you and call you up?
So I'm very open to give me a call, drop me an email, and I'll respond back to any customer that's looking for information, help, or just whatever. So I call a lot of customers and they don't realize who I am until about 5 minutes into the conversation, and then
the president, right on.
It's like, oh, you're that guy. Oh,
nice.
There.
So what do you say to those folks that are a little worried, not just about the changes in Escape ownership, but kind of worried that things might not be the same as far as that customer-centric focus that Escape has always had?
Yeah, I would say don't worry. Don't worry. No, I think people who come and meet me, and then obviously the team is a team. And it's very interesting, because the team is the strength, and my job really is just to remove barriers for the team to enable the customers to get what they want, to get a trailer that really suits them and works for them. So, they wouldn't let us change it anyway.
Right.
And I think that's the key part of it.
We're a little bit of a cultish group, I think, when it comes to this type of trailer, and being fiberglass and being a real close-knit.
Jolie, Linda, Melissa, who are the customer service team, and then you have Dave and Dustin. But certainly Jolie, Linda, and Melissa, they are maniacal when it comes to supporting the customer. So they go to bat for the customer. As a customer, you don't see it necessarily internally, but they will come and they will go, no, we have to do this.
Nice.
We need to do this. Customer really wants this. It's really important. How can we make it work? And that's really important.
That's
so
awesome.
that customer experience, that customer service, to me, it has to grow even more.
What changes do you see moving forward that you can actually disclose at this point.
Well, we talked about the new 21 new edition layout, so that's done.
coming up.
That's done now.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. So unfortunately, it's another
not quite.
couple of weeks
Wow,
before
so
the first
close.
production unit comes through the line. We're going to building a good inventory unit on that first, so that we're 100% sure on everything, and something we can show people. But and a few people have already purchased this based on this layout, with the option that if they don't like it, they can go to a 21 Classic
Nice.
or whatever it might be. That's totally fine. So we're looking at that one, and then there's a host of just general improvements that we're making, both in our the materials that we use, the options that we provide. So I am looking at, I don't have it for 2020, it's not coming out in 2020, at least not yet, but I mean, this has been on the forum where I'm looking for options on interior styles. So we have the maple and we have the oak.
Oh,
The question next is what next?
What next?
Is it sapelli? Is it cherry? Is it barnwood? I've seen that. I've seen people want a whitewashed oak.
Yeah, I've seen those too.
So there's
Should be really classy looking.
Yeah, so there's lots of different options. I think we need a couple more in there, just to kind of flesh it out completely. So I'm this in 2020 I'll be working on a couple more of those. Other things that we're working on that we have talked about at the different rallies that we've been to, or certainly at the Pine Knot rally I was at recently, is our US entry strategy. So that is, we're pushing ahead. So we're full bore making that happen.
So what does that mean
2020.
exactly?
Probably two-pronged. So I'm going to start off with, I'm going to make this happen in January, but we're going to start off with set up our US entity, and probably be setting up a space just across the border here.
Okay. So probably Bellingham
in the
area
US,
then?
Bellingham, Ferndale area, somewhere around there, with the strategy there being that we can, in the future, do orientations in the States, so you do not have to come across the border.
So for those that don't want to cross the border, they can go to Bellingham or Ferndale area and check out some units.
Or for
do
those who want
orientation.
to fly up, flying within the States is
Much
a lot easier. So the idea that someone could just fly up to Bellingham or fly up to Seattle and then just come on up
drive
to the
up.
showroom south of the border makes things a little bit easier.
Yes, it does.
For people.
For
So I
some
think
people.
that's a key one. And then another thing that I'm working on, which is a slightly longer term strategy, it may start getting going in 2020, but it's probably 2021 really before anything significant comes out of it, is developing another location in Texas,
It's exciting.
and then starting to have that as a collection spot for people initially. But really, where I want to get to is manufacturing in the US. So
And that would be, again, a direct-to-consumer,
oh,
no
100%.
dealership
No,
involved, just 100% escape to direct.
We're not going there.
Consumer.
So yeah, it'll be the moment. It'll always be, and it's not at the moment. It'll always be.
That's the plan.
Yeah, always be escape.
Okay.
So we'll set up our own dealership. It's an escape dealership in Texas, and then we'll obviously have the place in Bellingham. So
And
that's
then
really
still up here too for manufacturing.
Yeah, still up here for manufacturing at the moment. We will always continue manufacturing up here. So I think I like having a manufacturing space up here in Chilliwack, and then if I can make it work, having a manufacturing space down in Texas
Okay.
will be the next.
Yeah, it'd be exciting. Kind of two very awesome
Yeah,
spots away from
because
each other,
This
but
one will
very central.
mostly service all that sort of northwestern side of things, and then down the States will service everyone across from Florida or South Carolina or whatever.
Down
Come
that
down. It's a bit
area.
easier to get to. People don't like crossing the Rockies too much when
And for those people
when the
that
weather hits.
buy escapes from Texas, they'll have another option.
Well, yeah.
Or the casitas, I'm sorry. So those that buy a casita, because they're in that area, they might have a different option
options.
anyway with
it gives
escapes in
options,
that
and we have
area.
a lot of customers from Texas.
Yes,
a
yes you
lot
do.
of customers. So like it's always Texas number plates outside the
There's
outside here.
a lot of Escape Texas people
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, for sure.
We know a few of them.
Great people.
So
Really
that 17 that you took down, where did you take that down to?
Yeah, so we took a 17-foot unit down to Arizona, the Lake Havasu.
Okay.
In
And is that one
Arizona.
still there?
That one is still there. So we have an ambassador down there, and so he's kind of a shared ambassador. He has a Lead Dog Motorsports, and he has some off-grid trailers there. So our other company from Edmonton, so he has the off-grid trailer. So we said, well, why don't you take a 17 and maybe start looking at ruggedizing the 17? So it's never going to be an off-road
But a little bit beefier
serious
than-
off-road
than-
vehicle. But it's certainly, you know, it's nice with its length and being single axle. It's a nice vehicle. You potentially
And is that something you
go off-road.
potentially will start?
Yeah, so I'm looking at a higher lift kit, bigger wheels on her, and that's one of the key things. Then maybe more solar capable.
And of course, that length would
capability.
be kind of perfect for.
It's a good length for
kind of-
switchbacks
yeah.
and logging roads.
Exactly. You get much longer than that. It starts getting
Yeah, especially if you
some
have to try and
issues.
turn around somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be challenging. So that one went down there. It's still down there. Nice little unit. So anyone's in Arizona, they want to go
Yeah,
and see
we'll
that
be- we'll be down there
17.
soon, so we'll have to go check it
You should
out.
drop in and see
Yeah.
Randy down there.
Yeah,
And,
we'll do that.
you know, this is really a product development exercise. You guys know product development can take
A
a
long
longer
time.
than you think it can take. So we're looking at a longer unit, 23 type foot unit. I'm still bouncing around a little bit on the length, with definitely 8 foot. So this is a departure from our current size
It is,
and a big jump up. But the key features that we're working to get into this unit are the walk around bed and the dry bath.
Yeah.
Right, they're the two key
Two
features.
big things that these
that
don't
people
have,
really
but-
seem to want in it. So I'm working my way through that. You know, we should be pushing the button on molds hopefully here in the next few weeks.
Wow.
Right, I'm heading off.
And then
tomorrow.
doing mock-ups then, or-
And then it's going to take me near enough 3 months at
Oh, yeah.
least to get them here. And then I need to validate, we'll pull some molds, start doing the build.
quite a process.
Yeah, so I'm, you know, timing wise, I mean, you know, if the stars align, we could be earlier next year. But I'm kind of telling everybody who's called me and asked me, I'm saying, we're not going to start making this at least till summer of next year.
And you're getting a lot of interest in that.
We're getting a lot of interest in it.
in that
yeah.
size.
But we need to put it together. We need to understand the pricing and everything else for people on it. But
So possibly another option coming in.
I think, but further out, I'd say definitely late 2020 for that.
And you
comes
also
in.
have the boats.
And then we
Yeah.
have boats too. So we noticed an interesting gap in the market, which is that there are no direct-to-consumer boat people. So with that, we're looking at taking our, we have a 16-foot
Nice
fiberglass
size.
boat. Yeah, a nice small enough size with a 60 horsepower Mercury engine on it. Comes with its boat trailer. So I have 5 of them here at the moment. So I
Wow,
already
we'll
made
go
them.
check one out.
And so we're going to put those up on as like an inventory sales type thing. And then if people start to get interest, if interest grows onto it, then we may start saying, okay, well maybe we can do more of an option built boat for people.
Okay. And that boat's going to be at the rally then too. So
And
people
that
can
boat will be at the
check
rally.
out
Yeah, so the
rally in
Osoyoos,
May.
Rally, which I'm sure everyone's really interested
Yes,
in, is
we
when
can't
can we
wait.
book when can I book my spot at the Osoyoos
can we do it
Rally?
again?
So I had everything ready here to send the forms out. We're going to do it very differently this year in terms of how we register and different things, just to make it a lot easier, I think, for people. But of course, step one is book your site.
Yeah.
Assuming you're staying there, most people are, right? So book your site. And of course, the campground is upgrading their software system.
Oh, good.
So
They need it
we
too.
have reserved 180 spots
Nice.
there already, and we reserved the food and we reserved the wine tours, and so everything's organized. Everything's organized, and now we just need to get the campground to get their software
Okay.
sorted. Then you can book your site. Then I'll have the form on the website. You can put your confirmation
Perfect.
number in, pick all your other stuff. You'll be able to pay for it on the website.
That'll be
So
nice.
That's all.
So I think based on kind of how the campground was running, at least last year was our first year at the rally.
Yeah.
It was a bit cumbersome checking in, and there were some issues. So it's good to hear that they are checking in.
We're
and
really
upgrading
trying
their-
to smooth that process out this year. So we've been actively
Yeah,
kind of
I
going.
know
Okay,
people are chomping at the bit.
how
for
do we
sure
do
to be
this
able to-
better?
Yeah.
Not better, but how do we do it? We're getting bigger, so
Just more
it
streamlined.
needs to be more efficient.
Yeah, more efficient, more
Yeah, just needs to be
streamlined,
more
better
efficient.
customer experience basically with that.
Yeah, and we're adding things. So we're gonna have yoga. We're gonna have walking tours. We're gonna have some. If one wants to go biking, we'll have all the escape. We'll have a lot of escape trailers there. Pretty much, I'm shutting sales down for that week.
Oh,
Taking
great,
the
that'll be
entire
fun.
team up. We're going to take service and stuff up. So we're just going to make this an all-out sort of experience for
Oh,
people.
fun. Really
And then
great.
we'll also have. I mean, I'm also going to bring the Northern Light campers down here. It's
Okay.
a beautiful camper.
Yeah, I've seen
And
them
I'll probably
there.
bring an off-grid, and we'll probably.
Oh, fun.
So we'll get to play with all their toys as well. So I'm gonna bring the Rage boat, the new Rage boat from Campion Marine.
Okay.
Down. That's a really nice boat.
Oh gosh, just
And we'll
can't
have
wait to go.
we'll have our little boats there as well. So if they're not sold at that point.
Yeah, that would be a bad problem to have.
Yeah, and then, so the
fun
rally's
now.
going to be really nice. And then of course we're looking at setting up a second rally in the States. Part of me kind of thinks, I'm torn between, do we just create our own rally down in the States, or do I say, you know what, let's instead of spending the budget on that, let's go and support these other rallies that are going on. And my experience at Pine Knot, I was kind of starting to think along the lines of, maybe we should not do our own escape,
but just be
rally,
a part of.
but let's be part of these other rallies and attend them and support them in that way. And then
We're actually going to be at the
fiberglass
big one
community.
in Quartzsite, I guess, in February.
Yeah,
with a
Quartzsite
lot
is
of escapes.
next big one. Like a lot of escapes. Yeah, so we're going to try and jump down there for that as well. I mean, at the end of the day, for us, it's or for me anyway, with escape, it's all about fiberglass trailers. And a fiberglass trailer is a single piece fiberglass trailer is the best quality product you can purchase.
I agree with that. We're living in one.
And then there are a number of different manufacturers out there who make very, very nice fiberglass trailers, right? So for us, it's like, let's just get everyone into a proper fiberglass trailer, something that's going to last.
Something they're going to be really happy with.
Yeah, and then it just comes down to which layout do you like best, which company's experience do you like best, and then go from there. And obviously, we're going to push escape.
Obviously, because it's the best product.
Is to be the best, right? To be the best customer experience.
We're not partial. Actually, we are very partial since we're living in an escape, and we've had nothing but really positive experiences with it, and we really haven't had anything major break down in it. So it's been a really great one for us to have picked amongst all the other fiberglass ones that are out there.
Yeah, I'm really glad that from a warranty perspective, for us, actually, our warranty is very minimal. Latches, things.
I know that was
some
a minor
simple things that
things.
break. No problem. Here's another one. It's all good. We'll look after you. But we have no real issues in the structure. No, in the structure. Sometimes people get little hairline cracks in the gel, just the gel on the out in certain areas, but all very easily sorted out, no issues. So we don't. Yeah, it's such a well-built unit. Very little. All our problems are to do with the appliances.
You have outside vendors, and things break. I used to be in aviation, and it doesn't matter how new something is. Yeah. Things aren't 100%.
So we
break.
So we tend to, and people have said to me, why don't you get stop using the Dometic fridge and use a Nova Cold or use something else. And my response is generally, you're preaching to the converted in this way. I said, but here's the major challenge: if you're down in Florida and this thing breaks, you need it fixed. So what it comes down to is who's got the best warranty support.
Good point there.
All right, it really is.
And that is a question we get asked actually quite frequently. I'm worried about escape being in Canada. What if something breaks and I'm in Florida? How do I get things fixed when they're under warranty?
Yeah.
And that's a question that's been kind of asked of us a few times.
Yeah. And so you find the local dealer and
the escape pays for that, right? That reimburses and gets that taken
typically
care of.
if it's like a fridge, fridges are just one of those things that cause more problems than anything else. But if it's a fridge issue, for the most part, they'll Dometic will look after it themselves. And if they don't, then we go to bat for you usually to make it happen.
Well, Karl, thank you very much. I appreciate you chatting with us today, and really fun to meet you. So, hey, if you want to come up to the space up here in Chilliwack, not only is it a really cool town, everybody is super friendly here. We love just poking around. We're here our trailer's getting a couple things done to it, but it's fun just to hang out with everyone here and get to meet Karl for the first time. And I don't know, it's always fun to just walk into all these trailers that we've walked into 5 times already. It's just they're fun.